All right, ciao bianconerizone, and welcome to the live show today. It is Thursday, October 7th, 2021, and today with me is Alejandro Fancello, our great producer and on-screen host now. He's been here for a couple weeks. How you doing, dude?
I'm good.
Oh yeah, you're good?
Just checking.
Yeah, he's just checking everything. He's making sure everything's going smoothly as usual. So that's good. Today's the live prospect show. Really excited about this one. We're bringing some content to that I don't think anybody else has done.
No.
Not that we know of anyway. And we're basically doing about 20 or so prospects in the Juventus youth system or out on loan or even on the first team, because you'll see in a few moments the classification of what a prospect is to us. So firstly, before I describe that, hello everyone. Welcome to the live show. Ale, without giving anything away, who's your prospect you want to look out for?
I will not pick a player that's already playing for the first team, I think.
Yeah. Avoid the first team players, someone who's not with us currently.
Oh, I would say from what I've seen, I would say Moretti. I think.
Yeah, Fabio Moretti. That's fair. Yep.
I think he. People will say Fagioli, but what Moretti has done in the youth league, I think that's even better than Fagioli. Maybe not number-wise, but just if you look at the play, I think he has something different compared to Fagioli, and I think for me he's the closest one to. I mean, not next season making the first team, but maybe in the future. At the moment.
Yeah. And we'll get all into that as well when we go through these prospects. So Fabio Moretti, he is, when Alejandro mentions that he's at a stage where Fagioli wasn't, we have to understand that he is 18 in 03. He was born in 2003.
Yeah.
Whereas Nikola Fagioli is a 2001, I believe. So 2 years older.
Yeah.
So we based our numbers off of those as well. Just so everyone knows how we're ranking these, because I know everyone gets all crazy about rankings and systems and how we think of where they should be. So just understand that before we get into it. And before we get into it, I saw a comment about the Newcastle ownership changing. Honestly, who cares?
Yeah.
It's just another Premier League team getting a Saudi owner, and they're going to buy a bunch of players.
Yeah.
Oh, well. What can we do? So don't worry about that. So we're going to get into the prospect show now. We're going to start by saying what a prospect is. A prospect will be classified as a player born from the year 2000 or later. They can be a Juventus first teamer or a Juventus youth player, so a U19. And we will take a look into how their season has started, or if they haven't played yet this year, go back on past stats. And then a score out of 10 will be made if on what we see them as a Juventus first teamer, and another score will be on their future rating as a potential star out of 10.
Yeah.
So, easy enough. First guy we go to is Moise Kean, born in 2000. You know who he is. He's classified as a prospect to us, though, because of the year he was born. We expect him to score anywhere between 12 and 17 goals this season for Juve's first team. So far, he's had a slow start, scoring one goal against Spezia. He's a future force to be reckoned with when he hits top form, and on the international stage, he has scored goals for the senior team. So, first teamer for Juventus, I say 10 out of 10 because, of course, he already is. And then as a future star, I would say 7.5 because he's still very young. He's got goals in him, and he's not obviously a megastar like Haaland. But getting 20 goals a season, you're on the borderline stardom at least. What do you think?
So, wait, my first team, you mean if you can stay on the team, huh? Okay.
Yeah, stay at the 23-man first team roster. Yeah.
Yeah, you can stay on the team even in the future. Star, I would say 7. I mean, he's shown in the first season, that season with Allegri, that he can score goals.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
He's shown at PSG that he can score goals. So, yeah, I know people will just look at the moment. At the moment, he's not playing good. Even yesterday, he didn't do well. His movement was was not okay. I don't know, he did some weird stuff yesterday. So he needs to pick up his form, that's for sure. But I will not base it on the current moment, right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Just looking right forward, I would say 7 at best.
Yep, fair enough. And if you get a 7 out of 10 star on the star rating, why not? You need players like that still as well.
Yeah.
Especially for 28 million long-term investment. He's 21 years old, like we said. I've got no problem with that. And he's definitely a first teamer. There's no doubt in that. So that one's pretty easy. We can move on for him pretty quickly. Next will be Dejan Kulusevski.
Your guy.
My guy. This is my guy. I'm going to vouch big for him. So he's listed as an attacker. So he can play right wing, left wing, attacking midfielder, striker. Basically, we don't know a set position for him yet.
No.
We're obviously Allegri's still tinkering with that. It's just another new coach for him. We can't make that as the only excuse, though. He hasn't been able to start many games under Allegri this season, like I just mentioned. His performances have been lackluster, and production has been a bit empty. However, this past week, so the week before the international break against Sampdoria, Chelsea, and Torino, he's looked a lot better, and some production's been coming. So he's got 1 assist in 9 matches, and in those 9 matches, he's only played 272 minutes. So basically 3 full games. First teamer, definitely again, 10 out of 10, easy enough. And star player, if he gets everything going, and I can see him being a star. So that's why I gave him an 8 out of 10. I think he's closer than some people think. So now you go.
Wait, Justin is at the moment screaming when he sees this, when he sees a 10 and 8.
Yep.
Wait.
No, he's definitely a first teamer. Come on.
Yeah, he's a first teamer.
Yeah.
Last season he had 7 goals and
he had 14. Yeah, he had 14 goal contributions, 7 goals, 7 assists.
Yeah, so 7. So that's for the first season at Juventus and a team that was struggling. That's good. That's pretty good. I mean.
Yeah.
And he wasn't. He wasn't the starter, so I'm not gonna complain about that. But so far, he did not improve his on-the-ball decision making. He's making the wrong decisions at the moment, a bit like Bernardeschi. But Bernardeschi doesn't contribute at all. At least Kulusevski chips in with some goals and assists during the season.
Yeah.
But he needs to improve his decision making because he's not fast and he's not physical, strong enough to play that type of game. So he needs to improve his decision making big time. If he does that, he will come good. But I think he needs to do that this season because I fear events will not give him another year. That's the feeling I have.
Well,
yeah,
that's also the rumor mill, right?
That's also the room. If you look at the rumors, they will not give him another season if he keeps this form up. If you can see obvious improvement, then I think they will keep him. Also because Bernardeschi leaves. That's why I said a few streams ago he needs to get the playing time Bernardeschi is getting, and I hope he will get that. Because today I saw rumor events are willing to offer Bernardeschi a new deal, but at a serious
lower
pay
wage.
cut. And I don't see Bernardeschi or Raiola taking that. So that's why I think Kulusevski needs to get the playing time. He needs to play week in, week out. I mean, maybe in the future, but he needs to play regularly,
Yeah, right now.
Otherwise, I don't see him improving if he gets some cameos, 50 minutes there, so, starting, getting subbed off. That's not good for a young player. So
272 minutes so far in 9 games.
And also Allegri needs to find a fixed position for him. You cannot move him, keep moving him around for a player that's playing, I would say, without confidence and without a clear structure at the moment. So he needs to find a fixed position and just see it out. And then if it doesn't work, then you can make a decision at the end of the season.
Exactly.
At worst, but you cannot make a decision if you just sub him in and off. That would be wrong.
That's what I mean. At this current pace, like he still doesn't really know what he has.
No.
At least if you play him more and more, you have an idea and you can sell him.
Yeah.
But right now, I still think he has a chance. He's still so young, man. He's still so young. And he does contribute the odd, like like we said, he does contribute goals or contributions, however, and he has looked decent in the week before the international break. So hopefully he can work off that and he can improve. I really like the guy. I think I'm the only one on the show that does.
No, I like him, man.
Yeah.
Because I've seen what he did with Parma, and that was amazing. That was very good.
Yeah.
And he was on his own. But maybe that type of football suited him better, but he needs to move away from that because we are not playing counter-attacking football against, I would say, 13 out of the other 19 teams in the league. You're not going to do that, so he needs to, figure it out.
Yep.
But yeah.
Well, Kulusevski, we know. So we got the 2 first-teamers pretty much out of the way.
Yeah, now comes
the youngest guys on our squad. Now comes the fun part where some guys you forgot that were employed by Juventus still, and some guys that you're just like, who cares? Next is going to be Wesley Gasolina.
No. It's Marquez first.
Oh, Marquez is first. Okay, so Alejandro Marquez. So if you guys recall, we signed him from Barcelona, I believe, for 8 million euros 2 or 3 seasons ago. I forget. 3? 2?
At least 3.
3 seasons? Okay. So he's now 21. He's now he's in the same age bracket as Keane and Kulusevski. And when he first arrived at Juventus, there were some high hopes. Currently, he's on loan at Mirandes in the Segunda Division in Spain. He was a highly touted player, and he's made 5 appearances, logging 152 minutes. That's in the Segunda Division. He's 21 years old. I have no hopes for him. I see nothing in him. I watched a couple of his highlights for Mirandes, and he's doing nothing. Yeah, that's why I said future first teamer I gave him a 2. That's kind, I think, and a future star I gave him a 0 for obvious reasons.
Yeah, it's 0-0.
Yeah, for you it's 0-0. There you go. Yeah,
he will not even play in Serie A or something like that.
No. I think he's where he's supposed to be.
It's Spain, It's Spain for him.
Yeah, in Spain for a second team or like a lower tables La Liga team. There was high hopes for him though at one point. Yeah, it's a shame because we need creative players. Yeah, so,
but we have. I mean, that's what I said last stream. If we have our youth setup, if we have one player that makes it out of the youth setup every 10 years, then that would be amazing based on how we work. But that's not even happening. So we have, I would say, hundreds of these players that just get loaned out, just included in weird deals and stuff like that. So
yeah, exactly.
And he is one of them.
Yeah, so Juan had so many high hopes for a commenter. Juan Badillo says, I had so many high hopes for Alejandro Marquez when he was 17 at Barcelona as a fellow Venezuelan. I was hoping we'd get a star, and he looked bright, but now I feel like he might not be good at all.
Nah.
Yeah, we're the same way.
That's what it is.
Sometimes that's what happens, right? You get lost in these big clubs, and then they try and find you a better situation, and that situation doesn't turn out.
No.
So at this point, I think it's easy. We can move on from that, or move on from Alejandro Marquez.
And now
we got
trade bound.
Yeah, we got Wesley.
Yeah, Wesley.
Yeah, we got Wesley Gasolina. I don't know if you guys remember his first pictures. He had the braces.
Yeah.
When he was unveiled. He's a fullback, right fullback. He's currently on loan at Sion from Switzerland once again. Because he was last year as well. He's played 4 matches out of the 9 in the league and has provided 1 assist. He's also played in 1 cup match in Switzerland. He's an attacking fullback, and he has a lot of defensive deficiencies, so prototypical Brazilian fullback. First teamer, we got aging players as our fullbacks, so I gave him a 3. I understand the situation with the contracts and whatnot, and I can't say 0 for everybody.
I would say
and
0.
A star maybe. I like his chances more than I like Marquez's.
Oh yeah, for sure. But he's not gonna make it. I mean, I think his contract ends at the end of the season. I'm pretty sure. Us? Or maybe Wesley, or maybe one more year. But I'm I'm pretty sure it's done. So he's gone. I mean, we took him to please Raiola. That's it.
Yeah.
It's not good enough.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why these numbers are so low. He had one cameo appearance for us, didn't he? Like for the first team? I remember he came on as a right back or a right winger.
I think
2 times, yeah.
The first season and then last season on the Pirlo against Genoa, he came on in the Coppa.
Yeah.
When yeah, when Raffia scored that goal.
Yes, the 3-2 match.
So, but I mean, yeah, attacking wise, he's, I won't say electric, but defensively he is not
he's
good, man.
Yeah, it's not good.
He's just,
think of a really bad Cancelo.
Yeah.
Like a version of Cancelo. That's what Wesley Gasolina is.
He started against Genoa.
Is that what he? Yeah, he started.
But he played. I knew he played, but I forgot he started. He started. In the first half,
I can't remember.
Okay. Yeah, in the first half he was okay, but in the second half he was not good, man.
Was he why we conceded 2 goals?
Yeah, I think 1 goal was on him because he was way high, but he's just not good enough. I mean,
tactically not aware, defensively.
He went on loan to Verona and he didn't play a single minute. And he came back in January, something like that.
Yeah.
That season, I think it was that season. He was on loan at Verona, but he came back.
Yeah, and then he went to Sion and for the rest of January or for the rest of the season.
No, I think he stayed. He went at Sion.
Did he stay?
Yeah, I think he went to Sion.
I thought I read that he went to Sion and then he went back again. Whatever, doesn't matter. He's in Switzerland. He's chilling in Switzerland. He should probably just change the position to right wing or right midfield.
Yeah, I think that's better for his career. Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe you can form somewhat of a career. It's not going to happen with us. No. I only give him a 3 first team chance because we got aging fullbacks who we don't know, and he's a Raiola client. So we can move on to our last 2000 prospect, and this one's kind of a sad story.
Fagioli 1.1.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I mean
the first Fagioli we had.
Yeah, the fans have the same height.
Yeah, so Nicolucci Caviglia, I recall him playing a couple of matches under Allegri, correct?
Yeah, he played, and the next guy also. He played against Frosinone away when we rested basically half the team because we won the league and we had the Champions League final. So that was 2017, I think.
Yeah,
I think that was that season. I think
in his short. Yeah, yep.
I mean, Barzagli started. I think Barzagli scored that game. I'm not sure, but we lost that game. I think Keane scored the 1 goal, and then we lost that game.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, we lost 2-1, I think.
Yeah.
So I remember Caviglia had the long range shot, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, look at that shot!" But yeah, in his little appearances for the first team, he looked capable.
Yeah.
Still lost to Frosinone, like you mentioned, but so unfortunately towards ACL at the beginning of last season when he was on loan at Parma, didn't make an appearance, didn't play at all, and he hasn't played any U23 minutes this year since the season started in August, and right now his career is in limbo.
Yeah,
in my opinion. So the year before he went to Parma on loan, he was at Perugia on loan, and he scored 5 goals in Serie B. So he did everything we wanted Fagioli to do, and Ranocchia. Like, he did it already. Because his next step was Parma and Serie A, and then who knows.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he got injured. So right now, I say first teamer 3. I was being kind again. And then star player 0, because I think his career's in limbo right now. He needs to regain.
Juan is right. Our first Fagioli was Luca Clemenza. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, because he scored that 1 banger. In preseason.
All those players have in common. I think they're all born in Torino. Wait, maybe not Lucy now, but they're all Juventus fans, so all the same hype, all the same.
Yeah.
Marchisio type of players, midfielders and all those things. So that's why. I mean, people are starving. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's why I say if we get one player out of the youth setup every 10 years, we don't even do that anymore. I think we never did that, to be honest. I mean, Marchisio. And like I said, the
Giovinco was one.
Giovinco. That was it. I mean,
that's
Marone
pretty much it.
Played a few games on the Conte.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing special. That's why I'm pretty sure. No, not sure. I believe we are making step forwards. Small ones.
100%.
Small ones, but it's looking a bit better now.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of hope.
Yeah, definitely. But like I said, for Cavilia's case, it's a shame that he got hurt.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line. It could have been an exciting prospect. He might have been on the team now. Who knows?
Yeah. Maybe.
What if he dominated with Parma last year? Who knows? It's a shame that he tore his ACL. Hopefully he recovers to the best of his abilities and he gets his career back on track.
Yeah.
But for now, we move on with the 2000s. And we're going on to the year 2001s now. Juan says in the comments, Spinazzola was MVP of the Primavera. Okay.
Yeah,
sounds good.
Spinazzola is a good player, but I mean, he's super injury prone.
Yeah.
I still think we should have not done that deal, but we needed money, so it was plus Valenza.
Yeah.
We lost that deal because Luca Pellegrini is not good. So that's that.
Yeah.
But if we kept Spinazzola, let's be honest, he will be out for half of the season.
Yeah.
So, and
like he is now.
Yeah, and people will say, but still that's enough. But he would not be like Luca Pellegrini, just third option. He will be the second option, and he will be not available as second or first option for half of the season. So that's a problem. Still, I think we lost that deal, obviously. But I mean, I'm not gonna cry about it like some are doing. Like some are still doing for Cancelo and Danilo.
I think we won that.
Cancelo doesn't fit. He doesn't fit Allegri's style of play. I don't even think he fitted Pirlo's style of play, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because he's not good at defending, and if you cannot defend under Allegri, you're basically done.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Still, Cancelo's great.
Sure. So now we're in the year 2001. I'm seeing a lot of swap Kulu for Zaniolo. Yeah, we'd love that, of course. But we move. Let's go to Paulo Gotzi. He's a young center back that played a couple of matches with us as well.
Against Frosinone.
Yep. And now these kids are 20 years old. So we went from 21, now we're at 20 years old. He's currently on loan in the Segunda Division as well, and on a team called Fuenlabrada. The young center back has made 3 appearances for them, and he has not represented the Italian national team youth setup since the U19 program. So it's been a couple of years.
He was a captain for the U19 also.
Yeah, he was the captain, and now he's not made that transition into the U20s or U21s. So that's a bit scary. He's in the second division in Spain. Why are you not learning your trade as a defender in Italy? I don't know. That's why I gave him a 4 out of 10, because we are lacking some center backs right now. So he might be the next Rugani. Who knows? To be in on the first team as like the 23rd man. And a star player, nah. Like I gave a 1 to give a 1. Yeah. But he's not it.
No, he's not it.
Should we move on? Do you have any comments about Paulo Gotzi, or do you want to move on to the biggest?
It's nothing special.
Biggest name on everyone's list. Yeah.
The next one is the next one.
Yeah. This is the one where everyone's gonna have a comment at least.
People are gonna hate you.
People are gonna hate me. I know, because I didn't make it obvious. So we got Nikola Fagioli. Everyone knows who Nicky Beans is. It's every Juventini's golden boy. He's made some first team appearances for the squad last year. We saw the 2 games, 1 game. I think 2.
I don't know. I think 2.
Yeah. Last season and this season on loan at Cremonese, he scored a goal in 2 appearances. He represents Italy at the U20 level. So he's right where he should be right now in terms of the national team and in terms of his development at Serie B. Again, we have to see how he plays in Serie B. If he has a Hans Nicolucci Caviglia kind of season in Serie B, then his next step is Serie A. Right?
Yeah. Wait.
And then obviously we see the first team is 7 out of 10. Okay. What's up?
No, I'm muting myself. So.
Oh, so yeah, the first team is 7 out of 10 because there's a lot of midfielders on our team, and a star player he's got 4 out of 10 because he does have quality. about him.
So, yeah, we have a lot of midfielders, but I think we don't have good midfielders, so that's that.
Yep.
I would say first team. Yeah, I think 8, even 8, to be honest.
Yep.
And
that's
star,
fair.
I would say 6.5, because
Okay.
I think his quality. Oh, excuse me, his qualities on the ball are obvious.
Very good.
Are obvious, But that's not enough, You need to understand the game. I'm not saying Betancourt, Rabiot, Ramsey, McKennie are understanding the game. I don't think they are understanding it at all. So.
Yeah.
But I think, I said it before, Allegri likes him if he does good at Cremonese and he gets an entire preseason under the belt. I think he has a shot. If
you think he has a shot with the first team next year?
Yeah, if Ramsey and all those, if you sell, if you get rid of Ramsey, McKennie, and maybe Rabiot, Betancourt, then you have a lot of spots. You get Rafaela, you get one experienced players. I'm just saying, let's say Tchouaméni, even if then you could keep Fagioli on the bench and play him.
That's fair.
Some games. So it will all depend on him also. If he takes his loan spell seriously, I think he has a chance. Why not? Because remember, Marquisio was on loan at Empoli. He didn't come. He didn't came straight in the first team. He was on loan at Empoli. Same for Rugani. He was on loan at Empoli.
Giovinco and Marquisio both went that same year.
Rugani played under Sarri, Serie A.
Yeah.
So that's a bit different, but all the players from the youth setup that made it to the first team went on loan first. Even Keane at Verona, he did well, to be honest, but he went on loan. So
yeah, we'll see with Fagioli. Again, he's not my highest rated highest rated prospect on my list per se, but I get why there's hype around him. Obviously, we have a lot of talented midfielders in the pipeline. We do. That's just the reality at this point. And you're going to see a couple more names on this list than the 2001 list for sure.
Yeah. Wait, Antonio saying,
especially.
Would you get?
Yeah, sorry.
Antonio saying, will you get Luca? I don't know what he's mean, and save the money instead of purchasing.
Oh, that one striker who's scoring a bunch of goals for Pisa.
Oh yeah.
Instead of B.
I like him. I'm not gonna lie. He's something we don't have. I don't think any Serie A team has it. He's taller than the goal.
He's what? Sorry.
He is. I don't know how you say.
No, I didn't hear what you said.
He is too. I don't say that. How do we say that in feet? I don't know. I need to.
2-footed?
No, he's 2 meters.
Huh?
So.
Oh, tall.
Yeah, how tall
he's
he is.
Huge.
So.
Yeah.
He's immense. He's Peter Crouch, Italian Peter Crouch, but he's pretty good on the ball.
Yeah.
It doesn't look amazing. It looks a bit clumsy, but he's very good on the ball. I would love to have him.
Yes. He's 6 goals in 7 games, right?
Yeah.
Or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Juan is saying it's 2.1. That 2.1. That's
huge.
insane.
I think I'm 6'1" and I'm like 1.85 meters.
Oh my god. So
yeah, so this guy's a monster then.
But he gives you an option you don't have if you just cross the ball and he's there. It's insane. But he's very good. I'm shocked because I think the first time I heard about him was last season. So I went to watch some Pisa games. And he looks very good. He really does. That's
an interesting name. I'm sure a bunch of Italian teams will be sniffing around that.
Yeah, Juventus is in for him. So
yeah,
let's see.
So we'll see what happens. Oh, like Donnarumma's 1.96 meters, so this guy's even taller than Donnarumma. Holy shit! What a beast.
He's very skinny.
Did you say he's very skinny?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's gonna happen. How old is he? 19?
Wait, what? Oh, I forgot. I just read it.
I have no idea how old he is.
No, I forgot.
Because if he's 19, he's gonna build muscle.
Yeah.
You're not done growing at 19.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, that's a name to keep an eye on. A name to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
Moving on from Fagioli now is, we talked about him at length on Tuesday. He's my top prospect that's currently not a Juventus player. Oh, wait. Oh, you messed me up. Okay, so not this guy yet.
No.
So this is not my top prospect. I'm going to take back what I said. This is Filippo Ranocchia. He played a couple of preseason matches against Monza and Cesena. Did he play against Barcelona?
No.
I don't remember. No. But so Ranocchia played against Cesena and Monza. He scored a really nice goal. He was pretty good at the same or in those games. He's on loan at Vicenza right now, and he's made 5 appearances and has an assist at the club. He scored for Juventus this preseason. Like I said, he's a tight midfielder, and he's more of an 8. I gave him 1 score lower as a first-teamer than Fagioli, strictly because, like you said, Allegri likes Fagioli a lot. So I just gave Fagioli the edge over Ranocchia in that sense, and I gave him 1 less star ranking as well. Yeah. Just to put some tiers to where these players are at, because obviously they're not all on the same level.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's fair.
Yeah,
I think all midfielders should get a first team quite high rating because of the state of our midfield. So but he looks good. He looks very good. I hope he keeps this up, and then he can move to Serie A. I would say I don't know who's coming up. But even in Spezia, if they stay up or something like that, not Genoa, because that's a mess. But that's something
maybe like
for
Cagliari.
I mean, if he joins the first team, it's in 3 seasons or something like that.
Yeah, he's a longer term project. Yeah. So, are we good with Ranocchia? Because this is
Juan.
It's pretty straightforward at this point.
He scored against Monza, and that was a great goal. But we got disallowed. But he has a crazy shot on him. Very good.
Oh, Ranocchia, yeah. Yeah, we saw it firsthand, right?
Yeah. That was. That was not easy.
Yeah. So, so we can move on from Ranocchia right now.
Your guy.
This is my top prospect that's not currently on Juventus. We did a whole show on him on Tuesday. I love the guy. He's not dominating Serie A, but he's turning into a budding superstar, or not superstar, a budding star player. It is Nicola Ravella. He's our brightest prospect in my opinion. He's currently excelling in Serie A on a really bad team in Genoa. He has all the tools and the drive to become an impact player with this Juventus first team, and he also has 2 assists this year. Then my first team score is 9 out of 10 because she's not on the team yet, and I'm not going to say he's going to be guaranteed because that's foolish. But I did give him a 9 out of 10 just because it's so close for him. And a star, I gave him a 7 out of 10 because you can see why. And he's 19, and he's dictating the tempo of some games with a really bad team, and he's excelling against Inter. He's excelling against Napoli. So with age and experience and better players around him, who knows what he's going to do?
Yeah, I mean, he's my hope for our summer transfer policy, basically, because he could save us a lot of money. I mean, we paid 17 for him, but he can save us spending unnecessary money, I would say. So, I mean, I'm hoping he keeps this up. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm hoping he keeps this up because he will save us a lot of money next summer if he keeps this up, and he will solve a problem we have since, I would say...
when?
I can't even remember. Since the last good defensive midfielder we had.
Was Emerson?
Oh my god.
Has it been that long? Would you consider Pirlo? No. He's a register, right?
Yeah,
he's a different way of playing, but
just Marquisio and Pogba and Vidal, they just drag back a lot.
Yeah.
So
I think it's Emerson then.
Yeah, and that's quite sad, to be honest.
Yeah, is a long time. That's almost a generation ago.
Yeah, we need a real defensive midfielder, not just a hybrid one or just someone who can do that. Yeah, Locatelli can do that, but I think he's better as an 8. I think even Allegri said that. Yeah. Even Marquisio said that he's better as an 8. So I want a real defensive midfielder, and I hope it's gonna be him. One, we got him. I won't say cheap, but pretty cheap. considering the market.
If you sign a 19 or an 18-year-old at the time for 17 million and he plays with you for 10 years, that's cheap.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's Italian, he's young, he's not gonna move. He's gonna stay until you're done with him, basically, until it's enough.
Yeah.
So that will save you a lot of money also down the road.
Yep.
So
for sure.
It's not hoping because he's doing great, but yeah, a bit of hope that he keeps it up and fills the need we had.
For sure. So we did our whole spiel on Ravella on Tuesday. Go watch that video if you haven't watched it yet. Like I said, this is my top prospect that's currently not on Juventus. I'm sure it's a lot of people's as well. Other people think Fagioli is. Other people might think Ranocchia is. We have one other player left in the 2001 age bracket, and it is a player we saw last year play against Udinese. He's a Portuguese winger, and he's Felix Correa.
Wait.
What's up?
No, Johnny's saying, what's the odds Juventus sell Ravella for cheap and overpay for Witsel, and then Ravella becomes an international team? It's 0, because the club changed their policy, basically.
Yeah.
If it was Paratici, I would be scared. But the club has been clear. I mean, they've said that, how many times? Basically every interview, young, Italian.
He fits the bill. He literally describes everything that the board wants.
And not cheap, wages-wise, fee-wise. That's how the club is working now, especially when we have no money. So I would say 0. 1.
They're not letting this guy go.
No. So, Correa.
Yeah. So now we moved on to Felix Correa, the Portuguese winger, youngster. He was purchased from Man City, I believe, at the beginning of last season. I think for 10 million, because we did a swap of some sort. Doesn't matter. Financial doping, whatever. He's currently on loan at Parma. And every match he's featured in for more than 45 minutes. He's had a match rating of at least 6.9. That's pretty good if he gets the minutes. A player that's meant to be tricky. I did not see this in our preseason when he was with us, or in youth matches last season, and in the little cameo he had. He was fast. Don't get me wrong. He's a fast player, fast human. But for what he's worth, or for what he's meant to be, I haven't seen it in games yet. I haven't watched many Parma games this year, obviously, but from what you research and what you read online and other scouting reports, he's 6.9 rating average, or minimum. Sorry, that was his worst performance in 45 minutes.
I would say,
and
at the moment it's all flashy, but no output. That's what it is at the moment. And needs to find output, I'm gonna say soon, but if he doesn't find output, he will stay at Parma. That's the level.
Yeah. And what is it? He's a 20-year-old winger. Yeah. He still has time. He still has time.
But he needs to produce now.
Exactly. You got to start doing something with the ball. You can do 17 step overs and then pass it backwards, right? So I gave first team rating 5. I had it pretty low, only because we have so many wingers already. Yeah. And in a defensive system like Allegri, I don't think this is a type of player that will be on our team. However, on another team, if we do end up selling him, or if he just leaves, I think he could be a star, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because when you go to another team, and let's say you set up in a 4-3-3, and you have license to roam and do your thing, you have more freedom to do so. But with Allegri, and if you stay in a 4-4-2 for now, or you just stay in a more defensive-minded way, he's going to be restricted.
Yeah. So no, I agree. I would say first team, to be honest. 3, because he's not gonna make it. I'm pretty sure he's not gonna make it. Yeah. So. And
again, if you're a 5 out of 10, it's 50-50. You're making it or not, and most likely you're not going to, right? So, and you're giving a 3, so it's even like most of these guys aren't making it. No. Probably 80% of them aren't making it.
No.
So.
Next one.
So that's the 2001 and 2000s are covered. Let me know who your top prospect is in the comment section. We'd love to hear from you. You guys are talking about transfers and whatnot, and players we will not be getting, like a Moretti.
I mean, I don't want Moretti anymore. I mean,
he's aging and he's always injured.
He's always injured. He's aging and he's very inconsistent.
He's a lot of money.
Also, he's very inconsistent. Yes. Periods where he just doesn't play good, and then he shows up, and then again but he's a great player. I'm not gonna argue that.
Yeah.
But I mean,
you see what he does in the Champions League against Man City, then you saw what he did against Spain last night.
Yeah, that was. I still can't believe.
Horrible.
I mean, I didn't want Locatelli and Cole to come on, but I mean, Jesus Christ,
it's pretty obvious
Locatelli
that they should start
more than all the other midfielders did when they were on it. It was just bad, but that can happen.
I'm with Bond saying when he says I feel Ravel is ready. I mentioned that already.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the 2002s, and our first man is Caio Jorge, the striker for Juventus right now. He made a little cameo appearance against Torino for 6 minutes. Looked great, in my opinion. Every touch was great. He had a weird injury that kept him out for the first month, and I want to mention that I think he will be, or he was just not. I think it was not really a big injury. I think it was just that he didn't want, or the coaching staff didn't want him to be the media asking why is he not playing yet.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just to protect him a bit. That's why I think the injury prolonged, and then Allegri saw in training that, oh yeah, look, he looks pretty good. Let's try him. So those 5 minutes I thought were very good. He had a lot of technique on the ball. It was he didn't make a mistake. Obviously it was 6 minutes. Obviously that's not a lot of game time, but I was pleased. And we'll see on Saturday against Alessandria if there's more to come. So first teamer 9.5 out of 10, just because there were some murmurings that he needs to go out on loan, get some seasoning, because he is 19. Let's remember that we're in the 2002 age bracket now. So he is 19. And a star 5.5 because he's 19. Who knows?
Yeah. So first, I don't hope he goes on loan, because if he goes on loan, I would say it's done.
Do you think it's done already if he goes on loan?
It's done. Damn. Because you have Keane. If you're going to keep Morata or buy Vlahovic, he's not coming back. So that's that.
Yeah.
He needs to show something this season that will basically, how you say it?
Prove?
Convince Allegri, because we didn't pay much for him. To basically ship him off will be no problem for the club. So that's why I'm saying if he goes on loan, it's done. Because he's a very cheap player. If he goes on loan, I know enough. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I've never watched Caio before, and people were saying, especially Brazilians on Twitter, that his first touch stinks. I remember that when we signed him.
I didn't get that. Yeah. I didn't get that feeling though on Saturday.
He came on against Torino, and I was shocked because I've never watched him before, and then I just go off what people were saying, and then I saw that, and I was like, okay, his first touch was amazing. I mean,
ball bounced in the air to him, or shin height. Then he took a touch of the outside of his foot, protected the ball well, turned, and bounced to the next player. Beautiful.
And also very smart in making decisions, not like a headless chicken like McKennie basically does all the time. So, I mean, just 5 minutes. I mean, everybody can look great in 5 minutes, but it's better than I expected. I'm saying that. So. And also, I predicted that he wasn't playing until January.
And he got minutes in the derby.
I was shocked. So based on that, I think he will get more chances from Allegri
a
lot sooner. So that's great to see, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm impressed with him so far. Obviously, it's been 5 minutes or whatever, but we'll see Saturday. We'll get some highlights. We'll go to the next man now. It's Radu Dragon. This one's a tricky one for me.
Yeah.
He's a defender, big, strong, tall defender. Romanian, played a couple of games last year. Well, I think he played in the Champions League last year, did he not? Against Leverkusen?
Yeah.
Or he came on as a sub or something? Not Leverkusen.
No,
the Ukrainian team.
It was Kiev, Dynamo.
Yeah, Dynamo Kiev. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he came on and played center back for a bit there. So he's on a loan stint right now at Sampdoria. We know that. He's a long loan. It's not gone well because he hasn't played a single minute. He's made the bench at least, something that someone else hasn't done on our list. And at this rate, he should have stayed at Juventus and been the fourth or fifth choice center back and just trained with our players.
Yeah.
And that's I'm not getting off that.
My hope is that he makes the first
an impression
team. Because I mean, Colley's not playing great, to be honest, and Tomiyasu, Yoshida, right? Tomiyasu.
Yeah, Yoshida.
Yoshida is not good, man. He's 34 or something like that.
Yeah, he's aging. Yeah.
So he should be getting a chance. If he doesn't, I'm very worried, because that's if he's okay in January. If he hasn't played in January, then he needs to look for another move.
Or come back. I would be fine with him coming back.
To be honest, Rugani hasn't played much. I think he.
No, I get it. But he can play. I'd rather him play with be close to home at least.
Okay, but he needs to basically want that also.
Yeah.
Because I think the Romanian head coach or something like that.
Yeah, they didn't. That was another thing. They didn't call him up, and Sampdoria's like, "What are you doing? Why are you calling him up?"
His manager.
His
manager.
And I'm like, I was like, "What's going on here? You're not playing him. Why do you care?"
Yeah. So.
Weird situation.
Yeah, it's very weird, very strange, to be honest. Because when Sampdoria got him, I was thinking he's gonna play.
Yeah.
From the first game. So I don't know what's up there. I'm not following it closely.
I did give him a 10 out of 10 for the first team, because technically he was a part of it somewhat last year. And also, so I do see a spot for him in the future on the first team. Whether that be, I don't think it's gonna be starting anytime soon, but he will be at least a third choice center back, I think. Anyway, if he gets playing, if he matures. Yeah.
And also, if you get rid of Rugani, but he earns too much, so we need to hope he's gonna leave finally, and then you can bring in Drauzin.
And then, like I said,
also next
season. And then here, I have him as a 6 out of 10 for a start, because he has the tools.
Yeah.
He's a big boy. He's strong. Is he good with the ball yet? Not really.
No.
Not as good as he should be, probably. And is he good tactically, defensively? Probably not as good as where he should be yet. But that can, man, as long as you train with good players and you have a good coach, that can be sorted. That stuff.
Yeah.
We can move on to the next Sampdoria loanee.
No.
No, not yet.
It's first Marco.
Oh, is it? It's who?
It's Marco da Graca.
Oh, Marco da Graca. Okay. So this is basically your Luca from, or your Luca, because he has the same strike rate at this point. Obviously in a lower league, but so he's a big striker currently with the U23s. He scored 15 goals in 17 games for the U20 or U19s last year, because he is 18 years old. Yeah. He knows how to find the back of the net. I wrote he is a kind of plus Valenza guy, because we're getting all these rumors about getting another striker, and then we already have 4. So I'm getting the hints that he's probably going to be used for more money. Yeah, financial doping, as we say. And but who knows? Like you said, if Kyle George does leave, he might become a first teamer. If Morata isn't redeemed, he might become I'm not saying a starter. I'm saying a first teamer at a 23-man roster. And who knows? He could probably be on a lower end Serie A team, a star for them.
Yeah, he's very. Just what I like
he's
about him.
He's bad, you said?
No, what I like about him is he's very strong for being a striker.
Yes.
I mean, so I think he will make it in Serie A. I think at something. I think he has the tools to make it at a Serie A club and to become a decent Serie A striker. But I don't think he's gonna make it at Juventus. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Also because what you said, we are getting linked to Vlahovic consistently. So if you get Vlahovic, you have Keane, and Caio does what basically the club is hoping him to do, then that's done.
3 young strikers already.
Yeah, you need it's done. But he's not a bad player.
No, he's not. He's actually I think it's strictly plus Valenza at this point. And Hanin asked, "Is this the guy that almost got a goal in the Copa in Chiesa Stola?" Yeah. That's exactly him. It's unlucky, but yeah. Ryan suggests swapping with De Graca with Luca. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that's something you can do.
Yeah,
because that's Serie B. But then again, Pisa needs to basically agree with it, and I think their goal is to compete for Serie A next season. So if they make Serie A, that's not happening. You will need to pay for Luca,
for sure.
or you need to pay big for Luca.
Yeah.
But if they stay in Serie B, then if that's what was being reporting. Juventus are in for him, and they are basically in pole position.
Yeah.
So if they stay in Serie B, I think they will get him quite easily. If they go up, then you need to make some kind of deal that including players, and then you just need to hope that Pisa say, yeah, we take the Kraka, or we take Ranocchia, or something like that.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
But yeah, Claudio
it's good to have. Yeah.
Works for Pisa.
Yeah, I'm sure something can get done in that sense.
So 10 million, say Juan. Yeah, I read something about 11 million. It's what Juventus are willing to offer. So then again, the relationship is, well, it's great.
Yeah.
So
we know a guy.
So you can figure something out if you really want him, which I hope you do, because again, he's not your typical striker. He gives you different options coming from the bench, a different game plan. I mean, against Chelsea, he will be amazing to hold up the play. I mean, not in this moment in time. I mean, if he keeps developing and you have that kind of player, just basically hold up play, because he's big. You will not get the ball off him that easy. So and he's very good. He just knows how to score goals.
Exactly.
So yeah.
So like we said, we probably see De Graca as like a Plus Valenza or insert this player for another player kind of guy. We can move on from him.
Your guy.
Are we on my guy?
I'm shocked with the numbers, I'm not gonna lie.
Why? Because he has a testa dura?
Wait, who?
A mala testa?
No, the star. You give him a 7.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because he can get there, and I'll explain why. Same as Dragusin, Mohammed Hatharin has not played a single minute for Sampdoria. He did have an injury to start life in Serie A, but I would like to see what he has to do, or he has to improve his professionalism for sure.
Yeah.
This is why I'm prefacing my numbers right now. And his creativity to make it in a top league, he has to work on that, obviously. He has the tools, and he has the talent, but he has to pair it with hard work.
Yeah.
And then there's no reason why he can't succeed if he pairs all that together, because he's got natural talent. So first team, I have a 6 because I get everyone saying it's a favor for Raiola. I understand, but if he does what he needs to do and he works hard, a light bulb turns on, he could be a baller. He's a creative player. So that's why I say he could be a future star. It's potential. He's 19 years old.
So yeah. Wait, I like him because at PSV he showed that he can play. Like he can play.
Yes.
He can play at a very good level, but he reminds me of CH. Very good, but very mental. Basically, they cannot receive critique because they shut down.
It's a mental game, right?
Yeah.
They try, yeah.
So he needs to improve that a lot. The same for CH.
Yeah.
You see that at Chelsea, he's struggling because he's not playing good. He gets a lot of
and the media is all on him.
And it's basically, I won't say done, but it's close to done. I think he will move from Chelsea this season. I mean, it's done for them. And it's the same for Hatharin. But his talent is not up for debate. His talent is
off the... Yeah, and he's 19.
Yeah.
So it could change. It could all change like that.
But then
because he is 19,
he needs to play.
Yeah,
like
of course.
Soon. Okay, he was injured, but he needs to start playing, and then you can maybe, see something. I don't know. I mean, when was the last time we got a player like that on a quite cheap deal? We loan him out, and he does, very good, and he comes back.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say somehow we are not lucky with these kind of deals. It just never works out for us. So, but his talent is not in doubt, like not at all.
Listen, if he was a 2001 or if he was 21 right now, I'd say I'd have him closer to 2s and 3s. That's the reality of this. But he's 19. Just let him live his first year in Italy, and we'll see. Like, these numbers can change next year. when we do this again, or whenever we do this again.
I see Juan saying, Hatharin is a new boy. No, boy was shit. I mean, he was.
Yeah, I
he
was going to
not
say
good.
Westing Boy is not good. Yeah.
You get Pogba if you take him. But I remember him playing in the Dutch league. He's not good.
Yeah.
I've never watched Boy play and say, oh, that's something special. But I've watched Hatharin play and say, okay, that's special. He can play football. Boy, you never.
No.
Why does he play? Because he went back. He played for Zwolle. I have no idea where he's ended up now.
I think he's in he's like in Eastern Europe or something. Because I was researching, so I was on a tangent one day looking through teams, and I saw his name. I was like, I recognized that name before. I think he's somewhere in Eastern Europe. I can't remember the exact team though, but that's what happens.
Yeah, Nick is saying Hatharin might have the most potential. I think he does. Like
out of all the players,
natural ability, just pure talent, yes, but he needs to get his head into the game. Because that's the reason why he didn't play for PSG. He was not even training with PSV. He was out of the squad. So it's very simple. Just get your head into football, and then if you're that good, your talent will show at the end of the day. Yeah.
With players like this as well, like you need people. Like I don't understand why people never are their idols or advisories. They never let them know. Like a guy like Balotelli, you'd think that someone would say, yo, smarten up and you'll have a sick career.
Yeah.
Those people drive me nuts.
Money. They have money.
So I get it. Yes, I get it. But how much more, like, if you don't do good on this contract, who's going to sign you?
Yeah. But,
especially, like, you're 19. Like, we signed him to a 4-year contract, didn't we?
Yeah, but their manager, Raiola, they'll figure it out. Balotelli keeps getting teams who pay them big money. So it's also that, but let's move on.
Yeah. Moving on to our last two. Player. Yeah. This is one of Allegri's favorites.
I like him.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. He's safe. He's a safe player. This is our last 2002, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's Coney Dewinter. Had a great preseason. Even Allegri said it right. He said that he had a great first preseason. He wanted him to stay around Torino just in case of an injury to a first teamer. I think he's the first guy that gets called up.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah. I mean,
from the youth system. I'm saying.
It's no. I think even his manager said that in Belgian media that Allegri just likes him and he wanted him to stay close to the club. So.
Yep.
And again, if Allegri likes you, you will get a chance sooner or later. In my opinion.
Yeah.
So.
He's 19, like we said. I think, is he too old? I think he's too old to play in the UEFA Youth League.
I think he is.
No,
he's
too
19.
old, right?
No, he's still.
He can play, right? So the game against Chelsea, he did not play.
I don't know. Maybe
when I watched. But yeah, maybe he was injured. I couldn't understand the commentator, to be honest, when I was watching. But yeah, I watched that Chelsea game. He wasn't playing, but it's still, I rate the Winter because he seems safe as a house. He scored a good goal in preseason. He's a good defender and is one to watch out for.
Yeah.
Johnny Franks, we're gonna get to him. Don't worry.
Yeah.
And Hanin, at this point I'm gonna say Dragusin.
Yeah, because he played more.
Yes. So. Just because he has more experience. But the Winter's definitely one to look out for.
Yeah.
Sorry if you heard my dog. He just ran down the stairs. But we'll move on. We're going to move on to 2003s now and answer Johnny Frank's question.
I'm a bit surprised with your numbers. I'm not going to...
Oh, with Coney Dewinter? Sorry, he's got a 9.
With Sule.
Oh, with Sule. This is... Oh, my God. I love this guy.
And that's why I'm surprised.
He's really young, though. Yeah, he's really young. He's 18 years old. He's got one of a left foot. He kept up with the first team in preseason, though. You saw that. Everyone saw that. Everyone's like, we want more Sule. He brought balls out of the sky and brought it down with one touch right at his feet. He's producing well at the U19 Youth League level. He scored a goal against Chelsea. Wonderful chip. I'm calling him the Dybala regen. That was supposed to say dubbing, not subbing. Whatever. My mistake.
Yeah.
But he is the baller regen. I gave him a 6 out of 10 just because he's 18.
Yeah,
and we don't know how well he's going to progress. But if he does progress the way he's playing right now and showing himself, if he has another preseason like he did last year, next year, then he's going to fight for spots. And when you're that young and you have confidence and you have that amount of skill, look out.
So I would say first team 7 and star 7. And why? Because the club gave him, like you said, he's
a new contract.
18 years old, and they gave him a long contract that can be extended with 2 seasons. So they are betting on him. That's what they are telling me. They're betting on him.
Yeah.
And his manager has been clear. He's been clear. He's because I'm just going off stuff that I read. He's a very down-to-earth player. He loves being at the club. He loves Torino. He loves everything around the club. And he's fairly aware from the steps he needs to take. The 19s, U23s, get a move, and first team. His manager even said that that's the plan. The club basically agreed with him. So based on that, I think he can make it because the
sky's the limit.
Because the club will basically give him every platform. They will give him the time to basically have the best chance to make it to the first team. And I think even Allegri said something very positive about him, which he basically never does for some random
someone so young as well.
He's still 18, but I mean it's clear that he can play. The way he picks up the ball, out of the sky, like you said, and he does that with a frequency, more than once.
Like no touches missed, man.
No, he's very good, man. I'm not gonna say he's gonna make it, but I would say 7-7 based on.
Again, when you're 18 years old and you're in an Italian youth system, who knows?
I don't remember the club doing that for an 18-year-old. I really don't. The way they're praising him and basically giving him the trust, a new deal, and all those things, I've not seen that in a long, long time. So that's why I'm saying 7-7, because the club is basically
backing him.
Yeah, they're backing to be the next guy, which would be amazing, to be honest. Because, but he needs to take, he needs to take it step by step. Because I see people saying
he can't go from one this year to the first team next year.
Also
it's unlikely.
We have wingers,
Yeah.
So, but just let's see what he does.
Yeah.
In the future.
For Hanin asked if Dybala's in here long term, like he's about to sign. Does Sule make the first team? I still think he does because as Dybala is getting older, Sule is getting more experience, and it's almost like a straight swap at that point.
Yeah, but also
whenever Dybala's done,
you play 50 games a season, so
exactly. You need some rotation as well.
Yeah.
And he adds balance. He's another left footer.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Everyone loves left footers. And then he asked, is Sule a winger or a striker or more of a support striker? I think he's a little bit of both. He can play both. Yeah. So it's always good. Utility player.
Yeah.
So I said Rovella was my top guy. This is my young top guy.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited for him. I'm going to be tuning into more youth league games as much as possible. And hopefully by next preseason, he'll get even more game time because he got a lot of game time this preseason.
Yeah.
And that's another good sign.
Yeah. Next one.
So we can move on. It's another highly touted youngster.
I would say he's the most... Oh, wait. First, guys, like the video. Only 20 likes, I see.
Only 20?
Should be 30 at least for this
We're
video.
doing all this work. Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
We got you more prospects than likes.
Yeah. But yeah,
I think you highly rate Moretti here.
Yeah, but
you're really on the Moretti train.
I would say even maybe that sounds weird, but even Agnelli rates him highly because I read a piece. Was it in the Gazzetta dello Sport? I don't know. That he watched the game. He was at a game and he after the game he spoke to him and he rates him highly. I think everybody at the club hates him very highly. Even Allegri,
Moretti, right?
Yeah, Moretti, everyone. So I've watched, I would say, 7 entire games when he played.
Yeah.
Maybe 8. I would say 7. And he impressed me every game. He's so good on the ball. He has, I would say, he's not like Pogba, but his ability to switch play with such ease, it reminds me of Pogba. He can switch play under pressure. I mean, it's just very fun to watch him play.
Yeah.
So, but still, then again, he's 18 years old, so you need to be very careful and very
cautious. Yeah.
So, let's see.
Again, this is why my scores are so low here, because he is 18, like we said, and there are, like I said at the beginning of the show, a lot of center midfielders that are in the ranks right now that have a chance.
Yeah.
So I think hold on. I'm gonna ask you a question. So in this list, we've had Nikola Fagioli, we've had Rovella, Fagioli, Ranocchia, and now Moretti.
Yeah.
Rank those.
I would say Rovella first because I think he's the most ready.
Yep.
He's showing that. Then I would say, wait, you said Ranocchia, Moretti, Fagioli,
Nikola Fagioli.
He's 5th. Nicolosi is last. Then I would say Moretti, Fagioli, Ranocchia.
So Moretti is ahead of Fagioli.
Yeah, also that what I said in the WhatsApp group, I think. Because I watched Fagioli play for the U team, and what Moretti is doing for the U team is even better, in my opinion. Yep. He's better. So I'm not saying he will have the better career, but what Moretti is showing at the youth level, in my opinion, is
at a higher level.
Yeah, it's a higher level. And people say they will bring goal stats and assists, but I don't care about that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Just on the ball, he has more talent, in my opinion. He's more composed. I'm not saying Fagioli is not, because Fagioli is very, very calm on the ball, you know? But, I mean, his ability to switch play, I'll keep saying that, is so smooth, man. It's so good for an 18-year-old. I mean, we also saw that in pre-season.
Yeah.
He was very good on those long balls, and he can switch up, he can switch tempo, play, and he's so young, like you said.
Yep.
18 years old. He needs to take it step by step, but he can be the guy who will get there faster than anybody else, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Also because
he can reach the pinnacle quicker than the other guys. That's fair.
Because he's loved in the club and highly thought of, so that's a step forward you have already.
Yep, that's good.
He's very good.
You might ruffle some feathers with some Fagioli stands, but it is what it is.
Fagioli is great. I'm not saying Fagioli is bad, but if you compare what he did, what he showed at the youth level, and what Moretti showed, I personally think Moretti is better. In the long term, he will be better. I can be completely wrong. I mean, that's okay. But for now, I would say Moretti has shown more at youth level. Yep. Just greater, just more pure talent. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, and that's what we want. That's what it's actually we're in a place we've never been before in terms of youth players. And the quality of the youth players that we actually have. It's still not close to being the top or anywhere near the top. No. But we did just beat a Chelsea team who's world renowned for their academy.
Yeah.
We beat them 3-0. Obviously they've dropped a bit because I asked you that question before.
Yeah.
As to why I was expecting Chelsea to smash us, but we smashed them.
Yeah,
and I was so curious.
They loaned out players. Some just went.
Yeah.
They sold some players and loaned out players, but still, they're up there with City, with Barcelona, with Salzburg. I would say, Salzburg have also a great youth setup.
Yeah.
But yeah, a 3-0. That's a big win. But
it was telling, and we actually did.
We played 2-2 against Malmo.
It was 3-1, I think.
Yeah, 3-1.
I think it was 3-1. My fault.
We drew against Malmo. That's the flip side.
Yeah, I think that was more like we dominated that game as well. I was following it, but we just capitulated in defense. But whatever, we move on from that. We're segueing in the Chelsea result because our next guy used to play for Chelsea, and he is the youngest guy on this list that is not an honorable mention.
With the numbers.
So honorable mentions, there's one guy who's younger than him, but in our list of actual prospects, Samuel Illing Jr. is the youngest. Yeah. And he's the 18-year-old recently signed from Chelsea. So we poached him from Chelsea. And he's not off to the greatest start, but is getting a lot of minutes. So he's playing a lot. They are trying him. He played left midfield, and I think he's more of a winger and not in a 4-4-2.
Yeah, I think.
But he's got to learn.
He's more of a winger, in my opinion.
Yeah. So he's got to learn a new system here. Obviously, he's coming to a new country, and that's hard for English players and English people in general.
Yeah, especially if you're 18 also.
Exactly. He's so young. But right now, I can see why there's hype because he's quick. He probably does beat. Again, I haven't seen much of it right now, but I can see why there's hype, and he's so young. So right now, I still give him a 4 out of 10 because 18 years old, lots of wingers on our club already. Star player, he might go back to England and he might rip it. I don't know. He's so young.
So, to be honest, I watched him more at Chelsea than at Juventus. I've not watched him play at Juventus, but I watched him play at Chelsea in the youth league. And also, I watched him play at against Arsenal in the competition. I don't know why. It was on TV. I watched it. Yeah. And he's fast. And he's very I mean, he can beat a man with great ease, I would say. And then again, the hype around him and just what I've read, he's rated highly. I think even Romeo said something about it when we signed him.
Yeah.
But he's rated very highly. But, you need to see. I need to watch him more. I'm not going to say anything because I've watched him play 2 times. And one time was like 20 minutes. And the other time was, I would say, 70 or 80 minutes maybe. Yeah. But he looked great in those few times I've watched him. But I've not watched him play for us so far.
Yeah.
So,
So, those are our 2003s. Clement, can you hold your horses? Because they're coming. They're coming in our honorable mentions.
I will put them up.
So we're
first batch.
First one, just for Clement, eh?
So the first one is my favorite one, I would say. Maybe the second one.
Yeah. So honorable mentions, we got. We'll mention the goalie first. Franco Israel, promising young goalie with good technique. He's definitely one to watch because he is basically our gem in net.
I really like him.
Yeah.
I think
and everyone highly rates him, and he's got a lot of things going for him.
I think he's very good at shot stopping on the line. He's amazing. Yeah. Like he's very, very secure on the line. I don't think he's pretty good when he needs to command his box, but that's something you can learn. But basically, I mean, he showed that. What game was that? In the preseason against the U23 so it was Juventus A against Juventus B. It was amazing, and he does that on I won't say weekly basis, but he pulls out those saves basically every week, and that's why and nobody will, and that will sound a bit mad now because the form Chesney is in, but we should have promoted him to second goalkeeper. We need to take a chance because the club needs to do something. You miss out on Donnarumma. Chesney is not getting younger and is a bit iffy. Pinsolio is just there for vibes.
He's cheerleader.
Perina's gone, you're gonna get. But then the question is, can Chesney be that older brother for a young keeper? If that was Buffon, I would be very calm. But with Chesney, I don't know. But I think he needs to get a shot. I really do.
And honestly, as a goalie, he should be promoted because you don't have to buy another goalie, especially a second goalie. Don't waste money on a second goalie. No,
because the names Ospina and I mean.
Man.
So Ospina is no for me because I don't rate him at all. I think he makes a lot of mistakes. And then the other name is Sirigu. I understand why Sirigu. He's okay. he can do a job.
Yeah.
And then the other name was I forgot.
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot too.
But it was also one.
It's just another average guy.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
Just get the 20-year-old. Just get the 20-year-old in there.
But I know what the club is thinking. Oh, what if Chesney, I don't know, bruises a rib and he's out for 3 games? Then you need to take a shot. It is what it is.
Johnny Franks is right. It was Concili.
Oh, Concili, which is okay. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
he's okay, but they're all older guys. At some point you need to promote or get a younger goalkeeper, because we missed out on the next 10 years with Donnarumma. We did. Yeah. So we need to figure out something. And I know Chesney has a long-term contract, but okay, he's picking it up now, and I hope he picks it up.
But that's the perfect reason to get Israel in, because he has the long-term contract, the goal or Chesney right now. So just move him up.
I like him. The first time I watched him play, I already liked him. So maybe I'm just being biased.
No, I think a lot of people are on the same wavelength as you, because I rated him. He's the only goalie that I rate at this point in our system. But yeah, that's why he gets an honorable mention. I probably should have put him in one of the years, but at the end of the day, it's a goalie. I know people love goalie shit, but I don't really care. No. Moving on, we're going to go to Nikola Sekulov. I think he's changing his nationality to Italian. I think he already did, actually.
I think he did,
right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I wrote down right here. So he's 19 years old, playing for the Italian under-20s. He won a silver medal with the U17s in the Euros. And he's got 2 goals in 10 games at Serie C, so the U23 team.
Yeah.
Good production for a center midfielder. Heard a lot of good things about him as well. You might as well put him in the bracket with Moretti and Fagioli and Ranocchia. I don't know if he's quite there yet, but he's worth mentioning.
Yeah.
That's why he's on the honorable mentions list.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of our commenters and subscribers. They're really big on him.
Yeah, I like him, but he's not.
Yeah.
He's not as good as Moretti or Fagioli, so that's why I'll think he will not make it. Because if those guys won't make it, then he will definitely not make it.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
But he's talented. He's not a bad player or something like that.
Yeah. So moving on, we got Elias Solberg. That's the guy.
Justin's guy. Remember in the summer?
He thought we would never talk about him for years. And guess what we're talking about now? Elias Solberg. So he's the youngest guy we got on this list. 17 years old. We got him for 165K from Ulen Soccer in Norway. And he was dubbed the next big thing in Norway. So who knows? 17 years old. Yeah, that's a project.
Yeah.
Then we got center back Tarek Muhamarovic, another guy people mentioned.
Yeah.
18 years old, played 15 top flight Austrian Bundesliga matches, which is pretty good. That's the same league as Salzburg. He's a Bosnia U21 international, and he's tall, strong. And somebody mentioned on the chat that he's very good with the ball at his feet, and 100%. He's very good with the ball at his feet. As opposed to what we see with Dragosan, who can't fucking pass a ball. At least this guy can pass a ball. Yeah. So he's playing 3 years difference at the international level. I know it's Bosnia. It's probably easier to be 18 on a U21 team in Bosnia, but that's still impressive.
They have a good under 21s. Yeah, I read. So I've not watched them. I've not watched the Bosnian, under 21 teams, but from what I've read,
we follow it. Yeah,
they have a pretty good, pretty talented squad.
Yeah. So it's good that he's getting these appearances for them. Like I said, 15 already top flight Bundesliga or Austrian Bundesliga matches. That's incredible for 18 years old.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird that he wanted to come to Serie C. Maybe obviously Juventus and it's more pull, but
maybe they sold him something. You never know.
Yeah.
So
exactly. You don't know. Yeah, you don't know what goes on.
No.
Again, project. These are all projects.
Yeah.
If Tarek Muhamarovic makes the team, I'll buy his jersey.
Oh my God.
Just because of that crazy name. Moving on. Do we have the next list? I think there's only 2 more.
2 more, yeah.
Yeah. So another guy we pulled was Albion Dari. He's a right back, 18 years old, played 4 matches for Basel last year. And then he terminated his contract or his loan deal with Basel early to return to Juventus. So obviously there's something there, or else why would you do that?
Yeah.
So obviously the coaches were like, because he's played 4 matches as an 18-year-old, so he's getting some game time at Basel, who is a European club. But yeah, that's good to hear. That's a good story. Any comments on Albion?
No? I've not watched him play at all. So
he's not bad. He's not bad.
Okay. To be honest, I've not watched a lot of youth. But I'm gonna watch more.
Yeah, it's a good time to start watching it. It's a good time to start watching these.
Yeah, because I was thinking about maybe doing a monthly recap from the most important players. Just keep it up a bit. It's just maybe we'll just put it out as a pre-recorded small video. Just keep everybody up to date.
Honey says no left backs. Yeah, we got no left backs.
No. It's gonna be
nothing in the pipeline.
40 years old.
Yeah. Cleo, you missed Ari Hatharin talk already, dude.
Yeah.
We're on the honorable mentions now. And then Clement says, can you remind me of the young, the player who scored the second goal? Yeah, he's Italian. He's number 14.
Who?
I forget his name. He's Italian. The guy who scored the second goal against Chelsea.
Oh. Wait.
Oh, man. Yakutsi or something?
Yeah. I forgot his name also.
Number 14, though. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I chirped him before he scored his goal. I was like, this guy's actually not good at all.
Yeah, you jinxed him.
Yeah, and I good jinxed him. And then he scored a goal, and I think he assisted one as well. But for the first 30 minutes, he was not good.
Yeah.
I think he plays as a right back primarily, and then he just was playing right midfield in that match. So another dude to look out for. And then finally, we got Yannick Cotter. We just got him. I think we got him last year as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was highly sought after as well. We got him from Sion for 4.9 million euros. He tore his ACL this past June, so 2021. So he'll be out for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
Scored 2 goals in 12 matches for the U19s last year, which is fine.
Yeah, it's okay.
And we'll see what happens. I added this guy in particular because of his price tag.
Yeah.
And my dog's tripping out. Sorry.
4.9 million is quite a lot.
Exactly.
So,
obviously, he has the talent because they wouldn't have spent 4.9 mil for nothing. But now that he's torn his ACL, another sad situation there. We'll see how he bounces back. But we won't see him until probably next year.
Yeah, for sure.
And other than that, those are the guys we got. Clement Mendy found Galante. That's not him, though.
No.
That's not the right midfielder. He scored the 3rd goal, Galante. Because he got a yellow card in that first match, or before he scored the goal.
I just watched.
Keep searching. Yeah, keep searching, Clement. It's not him, though.
I will check.
But yeah, so that's. I was gonna say it's a brief overview of our prospects, but that's not a brief overview at all. That was almost an hour and a half.
It's almost morning over here again. No.
Yeah. We went over a lot of players in our pipeline. Some that are already on the first team.
Yeah.
Some that are very close to the first team. Some that are never going to make the first team, and then some that are still freaking 18 years old. And some that are dominating at that level, though. It's an exciting time, like we mentioned before. It's an exciting time for Juventus youth programs.
Mulazzi. Wait, yeah.
Yes, Mulazzi. That's exactly it. Number 14. We might add him next time.
If he jinx him once again.
Dari is pronounced Haidari. Sorry about that.
Okay.
So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it because I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it was a good discussion. I like how other people are keeping up with the younger players as well. And Justin would have hated this video because he doesn't give a shit about 17 and 18 year olds.
So I decided Justin was going to do a watch along for the U23s this season.
Yeah,
every Sunday at 9 a.m. his time, he's going to wake up.
Yeah.
And he's going to watch Juventus take on Andria away in the woods, in the stadium. He's going to do that.
Yeah. Justin, you've been tasked with that now because we put in a lot of work for this, so you got to put in a lot of work for other stuff. So that's that. Guys, How many likes do we got? Because I can't see.
26. So everybody
Oh my
who
God.
didn't like the video,
can we get 4?
like.
Yeah.
Just 4 more likes will be great for today.
Yeah.
Because
4 more guys.
You have more prospect than like, almost.
Yeah. I think it was matched. I think it was like Bernardeschi's total goal contributions and yellow cards. But on behalf of
season, yesterday again, according to some weird people.
Great game. Man. Okay. Well, on behalf of myself, Julian, and Alejandro, thank you for watching the Prospect Show. Be sure to follow all the latest content from for Juventus on the Bianconeri Zone Twitter and Instagram accounts at Bianconeri Zone. If you want to follow me on Twitter at Gennady151. If you want to follow Justin on Twitter, follow him at Justin Soforo. And then follow our account, like I said, because Alejandro runs it, and he does a really good job at it. Anything else you'd like to say?
No. I mean, it's done. International break is almost done. One game on Sunday. I hope nobody plays. I hope. And you just can go home straight after the game because they're playing in Torino. So that will be very good. Go home to your beds. Or are they playing other games? No, it's done. It's just the Nations League for Italy, Yeah. So I hope nobody plays because, I mean, the semi was useless in my opinion. The whole tournament is useless in my opinion. I don't care what people say. And playing for third place in a friendly tournament is even worse. So I hope nobody plays. I mean, Bonucci's back. I hope Chiesa doesn't set a foot on the field. I expect Locatelli to start. I hope Chiellini rests, but knowing Mancini, he will play Chiellini. I hope Keane can play for me. I don't get some confidence. But Chiesa, nope. Bernardeschi can play because I don't care. And real football is almost back. And in the next show, we will include Bernardeschi in the prospects because according to people, he still needs to grow and get a chance. So he should be included. Yeah, for sure. Next time we'll include him, and Clement's begging for Galante. So we'll include Galante and Bernardeschi. Yeah. All right. I won't see you guys until probably next Tuesday or something because I'm off for Canadian Thanksgiving. So I'll see you then.